Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you guys are new here. So for today's video, I am so excited because I have not one palette but two Halloween inspired palettes to review for you guys today. These are the P.louise Hocus Pocus and a Droplet of Magic palette. I am so excited to dive into these palettes. I have 4 different eye looks to show you guys. That's right, I said 4 different eye looks. You guys want to see what these palettes are about, all the different eye looks I create, and are they actually worth it? Well, then definitely keep watching. Alrighty guys, so I want to start off by saying happy Halloween. Today is officially Halloween, guys. We made it all the way to the end of my Vlogoween series. Now granted, I did not post every single day, but I did try my best to be here as much as possible. So I'm so excited to be playing with these new Halloween inspired palettes today, because what better way to wrap up Halloween than to play with a Hocus Pocus and a Droplet of Magic palette. So before we dive into this, I do want to let you guys know that I actually will be live streaming tonight on my channel at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to be playing Fortnite and like Fortnitemares and some spooky games on Fortnite with my amazing friend James Beauty's Face here on YouTube. So you guys want to pop on over, come say hi, come get spooked with us. We would really love to have you guys. So with that said, guys, let's go ahead and dive right on in. So first off, they announced that they were doing a Book of Spells Hocus Pocus palette from P.louise. This was going to be in their September budget box. I thought what a great way to get this palette was in that box. I think the box sold out rather quickly because they did end up putting the palettes for sale on October 1st. Now the only thing I did not like was that they originally stated this palette right here was going to be in the budget box. But then they teased us with the Droplet of Magic palette, and then they switched up their post and said, oh, by the way, you guys could either get this palette or this palette in your budget box. And I really wanted the Hocus Pocus palette because this is definitely more up my alley. This one is beautiful, but this is the one I was hankering for. And then when the box got delivered, I got this. Me and my amazing friend Mikey both got the Droplet of Magic palette. We were both really disappointed because we really wanted this one, and P.louise pretty much said, sorry, we don't take exchanges, we don't do refunds, we don't do returns, so you're kind of shit out of luck. That's the palette that you got. So I was actually going to purchase this for myself, but my amazing friend Mikey went ahead and bought it for me as my birthday gift. He did not have to do that because Mikey always just, he spoils me with just his amazing friendship and all the love that he always shows me, and I'm just beyond grateful to him. So he now has this for himself, and then he also has the Droplet of Magic. So I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys about these palettes. So currently on the P.louise website, it actually says right now that you could buy both palettes right now for $81 in total. In total, it's on sale right now for $81. Otherwise, it does retail for $90 in total for both palettes. Otherwise, if you just want to get the one, they do retail for $45 each. So the first palette I'm going to talk to you guys about is actually the Hocus Pocus palette. So it says, Hocus Pocus, regain focus. Sometimes razored edge words come from those who lurk closest. Better watch your back and prepare for a full moon. Darkness is coming. It will catch you soon. In fast through the night and fear for your life, people are cruel and cut sharp as a knife. Brew a secret potion, some black magic to lift their webs of lie, wickedly enticing voodoo in frightening disguise. Will it be trick or treat? Let's stir up some trouble. They thought they had me haunted. Well, it's time to burst their bubble. Beat them at their own game because I'm done with playing nice. Next time they mess with me, they'll stop and think twice. I absolutely love that. I also love like how big this palette is. Like, this is literally a spell book. It's a book of spells. It is huge. What's also really cool is that it does come with a little lock to close the palette with a little key. So you take this, you put the little key in here, and then you twist. The little heart does come out. So you want to be a little careful because this is not attached, so this can get lost just in case. So it does come apart. And then you guys pull this out. Let me show you guys why I wanted this palette more than anything. Are you guys ready? Like, tell me that is not a gorgeous, like a gorgeous Halloween palette. Like, what? This gives me such witchy vibes. I absolutely love it. But not only do you get this side, y'all, it's not done, because you close the front, you turn it over to the back, and what? We have another side of colors. And again, this is gorgeous. Now, this is why I wanted this palette more than anything, because of this back here. One, yes, this is a gorgeous palette on its own, but come on, that is like the perfect fall palette. That is the perfect fall palette. And then you can close it and open back up to Halloween. So we have my favorite time, which is fall, Halloween. Fall, Halloween. This is why I absolutely had to have this palette, because this was the one that I was hankering for the most. So I was really disappointed when the budget box came in and I got the other one. But at the end of the day, I will say the other one is actually kind of beautiful. The other one's actually kind of beautiful. I'm putting my foot in my mouth here. So the other one is kind of beautiful. So this one, like I said, retails for $45. This was supposed to be in the budget box, but if you guys wanted to, you guys can buy both for $81. Then we do have the Droplet of Magic palette right here. Now on the back it says Double Double Toil and Trouble, Fire Burn and Cauldron Bubble. This black book of spells found in a dark ancient library. Your books might look innocent, but beware, they kill silently. Slaying the game and cutting the crease, no one is safe, you won't find peace. Mystery colors discovered from lands far away, grungy and grimy, are you ready to play? A slimy poisonous touch that will leave a particular scar, invisible to the eyes, they'll say it's bizarre. For the mark it will leave lies deep within, scary and devilish, can't escape once my hex gets in. So heater cauldron babe, the nightmare won't end. When you wake up feeling frightened and fearful, well, we don't give a fuck. I love that. We don't give a fuck. Okay, so that's the first time I think I've ever seen the word fuck on a palette. That gets me so excited. So the same thing, we're going to unlock it. And let me show you guys why at first I was like, this is the one I got, but ultimately it's actually pretty. So when you open on the inside, this is how the first side of the palette looks right here. Now this is going to be a really beautiful, like cool tone grays and greens palette. For me, like I take this as like a grungy ghost, grungy ghoul, graveyard, mummy-esque style palette. Very, very beautiful. I think it can complement this. I think it can stand on its own, but I think it complement the other palette really nicely. And then when you turn it over, you are gonna have like purples and reds. Now these are colors that I particularly don't really play with. I don't play with a lot of reds or purples. So for me, when I got this, I was like, no! But I went ahead and actually filmed a look using this palette. I actually filmed 2 looks already. I did one side on one eye, one side in the other eye, and I have to say this is actually a really gorgeous palette. So with that said, guys, I'm going to zoom you guys in. We're going to play with the Hocus Pocus palettes first, followed by the Droplet of Magic, and I'm going to give you guys my thoughts of this at the end of the video. So let's go ahead and zoom on in. Okay, so I think I'm going to start in the back palette first, because I'm not going to lie, I went ahead and I filmed this one already. So if you see my eye being like a little stained, it's because the purples and reds, they stain. So I'm actually starting with this side first because I feel like fall will come first. So I feel like this is just such a gorgeous, gorgeous palette. So I think I'm going to go into the shade called Blood Moon right here. And we're going to put this along our crease shade. So guys, I am so excited that it's officially Halloween. If you guys did not know, I'm pretty sure you guys know this by now because I've talked about this a lot. I'm always showcasing this. But Glamlight has officially launched their Nightmare on Elm Street collection. And I'm so excited for it. I am so excited for it because Freddy Krueger has always been one of my favorite, like, Halloween villains. I always watched all the movies thanks to my mom, and I just love the 1, 2, Freddy's coming for you, 3, 4, better lock your doors. I don't want to sing the whole thing because I feel like I'm gonna get demonetized, but I absolutely love the Freddy Krueger series. I just think it's such a fantastic series, and I used to always be scared of going to sleep and like having Freddy Krueger come and like come in my dreams and come take me. So I was always so scared. But like I remember when they did the Jason versus Freddy movie, like that was actually a really cool remake. That was actually really cool, like I guess you could say remake because they kind of like revitalized that series. But I loved when they did that because I thought that was actually so freaking amazing. That's why I was like, I get why they did not launch them at the same time, but that's also why I was like kind of bummed that Glamlight did not launch the Freddy with the Jason collection, because it would have just been so cool to be like a Freddy versus Jason moment. She is licensed, it's both licensed with WB, so what a like, so the profit would have gone to the same company, you know what I mean? So they wouldn't have really lost anything profit wise, but it just would have been so cool to see which is the ultimate like horror villain. Now I know that she's doing a Michael Myers collection, and the only reason why I say that is because she definitely is amazing at doing teasers on her stories and everything like that. So if you guys don't follow Giselle, you really should. She's definitely amazing at doing like teasers and stuff like that. So she kind of like teased that she was doing a like Michael Myers, because it said like in a concept design. I'm going to go into the shade called The Void right here to try to like blend that out, because we're going to do like a reverse sunset, I guess. I don't know. I'm going to have fun with this. So anyway, she did like a little tease of it, and I really enjoyed the little tease. So I just feel like she did like a little tease of it. And then if you guys watched her stories for her Halloween party, she said all 4 of my collections are here, and it was Jason, it was Freddy, there was Michael Myers, and there was also It. There was also It. So I'm fairly certain that It is going to be the next one after Michael Myers. So either one of them are going to come first. I don't know which one's going to come first, but one of them is going to come first. I'm going to go into the shade called The Living Dead. That's funny. One of them is going to come first. I just don't know which. But I think that she's releasing those collections next year, if I'm correct. I think that's coming out sometime next year. But I'm really excited. I love Glamlight's like horror collections. They're just so freaking well thought of, so good, and it's keeping Halloween alive all year. And this is incredibly messy. Like, what the heck? Allie. In my mind, this was working out, but not so much right now. But that's okay, because we'll clean her up. But yeah, I'm so looking forward to it. So the collection is live now, and if you guys do want to pick it up, you guys can use code AllieD, which will save you guys 15% off. And I'm sure you guys will hear me freaking mention that 500 more times, because I'm genuinely really excited about this collection. I also think it's the last one for a while. I don't think they're doing anything for Christmas, although I really do miss when they used to do their Christmas boxes, because they used to do like these holiday boxes or like Black Friday boxes. This is super messy. Please trust the process. Please trust the process, because right now I'm not trusting the process, but please trust it. She's going to get cleaned up like crazy. Also, I feel like it's a little patchy, not because of the palette, but because I did my eye before, and I just feel like my eye is kind of irritated. So I feel like that's why it looks like looking more patchier than what it truly is. It's such a patchiness. Oh, that's so irritating. Okay, well, we're just going to have to make it work. All right, so then I'm going to go into the shade called Grave Danger right here. And we're going to put that in the inner and outer corner, because I want to do like a halo eye look. I really hope this turns out nicely, because in my head it's turning out nicely. But right now it's not really executing nicely, but we're going to try to make this work. So I'm just going to place this right here. So what is everybody's Halloween tradition? For me, every Halloween, I always close it out by watching Hocus Pocus every time, because I love Hocus Pocus. And then I also put on one of my favorite like Halloween movies, whether it's Halloween, whether it's Trick or Treat, whether it's like Nightmare Before Christmas, whether it's a Nightmare on Elm Street video or a Scream video or It. I do like watching It, even though it's not Halloween. I just like watching the horror movies. Sometimes I'll put on Paranormal Activity, even though again, not horror, but I do like to put that on. I just like to switch it up every year. So what are your guys' traditions, and what are you guys doing for Halloween? I know that my best friend, she invited me to go trick-or-treating with her kids, but I think I'm not going to be able, but I'm not going to go because I'm going to be live streaming with James, but I hope she has the best time. I will say, I feel like trick-or-treating as a kid was a lot funner to me than it is now as an adult, although it is fun because there's been houses that we've passed by where they're passing out like adult libations, which I think is kind of nice if you're not really into the trick-or-treating, because I also don't really eat a lot of candy. I don't eat a lot of candy, so I don't really like go trick-or-treating for myself. It's just more for the kids. And we never have trick-or-treaters here because we live in an apartment complex, so like they just don't do trick-or-treating here. They do like trunk or treat, where you can like sit outside in the parking lot like a couple days prior to Halloween, and you can go trick-or-treating then. And then they also like have it so if people do want to trick-or-treat here, you have to print out the sign from the office that lets people know that you are open trick-or-treating. But I don't bother doing that because I also don't want to have people ringing my doorbell nonstop and like making my dogs really upset. So it's just something that I just avoid. I'm gonna take this off, but I'm gonna do the exact same thing. I'm gonna put on the exact same colors. I'm just gonna forego probably the purple. So I'm just gonna fix this really fast. I really can't stand how this looks, and this freaking micellar water is so oily. It's not good. I'll be back, guys. Switched it up a little bit. I did the same red, but then I actually just went into the creepy crawly right here and then blended out with Scarefest. So now we're gonna go back to that same Crave Danger to do our inner corner and outer corner, but we will use like the maroon shade for the under eye. I just wasn't ready to work with me, and my eye is getting a little irritated because I never just do like multiple looks like this. My eye is just kind of like, bitch. What are you doing? She's getting a little irritated, and I was already like getting like a dry spot right here in my eye, and I don't really know where that's coming from or why it's happening, but it's there. And so I'm trying to be kind of a little bit more cautious with this, but it is there. My Halloween, I hope you guys do have a beautiful Halloween. It's my favorite time of year. It's my favorite holiday, but yet all the stores are bringing out all the Christmas stuff because they are just ready for Christmas, and it's wild, it's crazy. But like at the same time, like I'm excited for Christmas too. So it's like, it's just crazy. We're back in that first shade, spooky season shade. Go right here. We're gonna go into the Living Dead again, and we're gonna use this to line our upper waterline. So I feel like this would be really good to blend our false lashes with our real lashes. I'm just gonna take this, I'm just gonna stamp this right here. See, this is a perfect fall palette that you can use definitely for Halloween, but like all season long for fall as well. Okay, so now for this eye, we're gonna try something. I don't know if this is gonna work, but we're gonna try it. So I'm gonna go into the shade called Dark Soul. Ooh, this beautiful, like seriously, like perfect Halloween palette. So freaking gorgeous. So I'm just going to take this. We're going to put this in our outer corner right here. I don't know if this is going to work. I'm going to try to make it work. I always will try to make green and purple a thing. Even though it's not really a thing, I will always try to make it a thing because I just feel like they're like the perfect like Halloween colors for me. And I just want to make them like be buddies. Speaking of Halloween, I just realized that this is the last time you guys are going to see this backdrop for a whole year. I love my Halloween backdrop. To me, it's so fun to put up, and it's the only backdrop that like I will change every year. I'll buy new things and change it up because like I love my Halloween backdrop so much. I love my fall, and don't get me wrong, I like changing up the fall, but like I keep my fall kind of the same because I absolutely love the way my fall looks. I don't really buy anything new for it, but when it comes to my Halloween, I will 100% buy new stuff for it because I just love the way that the Halloween stuff looks in store. So like I switched things up this year, and like probably for Christmas, I'm probably going to keep my backdrop of it being like white and, you know, rose gold and silver. And it's so funny because I don't have any of those colors in the rest of my house. The rest of my house is gold, green, and red. But something about my backdrop, I need it to be like a white winter wonderland for some reason. I also bought, today I was at Target and I bought 4, I'm so excited for it. I'm going to go into the shade called Dragon's Blood. I bought 4 Christmas nails, and I bought 4 sets of Christmas nails. I'm so freaking excited about that. You guys have no idea. I've been really enjoying doing my press-on nails. I just feel like that's kind of just where it's at for me now instead of like doing my actual nails. I realized I'm not that girly girl that can sit there and just go get her nails done all the time. One, I don't want to keep up with the price point. It's not like it's that expensive, but I don't want to sit here and pay like $50 every couple weeks to do dip. 2, I don't have the patience when it comes to just sitting there having someone do my nails. I realize I do not have patience for that. I don't know why. I just struggle with it. And I love getting my hair done, but it's kind of like the same thing with my hair. Like I hate sitting there for hours and hours just getting my hair done. Luckily, I really have been enjoying going to Betty because she's actually rather quick with my hair, and it's been really nice. So it's kind of like in and out, but I also do have to drive like 2 hours away to go get my hair done, but it's definitely worth it for me. But I just realized I'm definitely not like a girly girl like that. It's also why I don't do a lot of like clothes shopping because I'm not a girly girl like that where I enjoy clothes shopping either. I'm so weird, but makeup shopping all day. Be messy. Trust the process. We're going to go into the shade called Haunted Huns right here. Really pretty shade. Looks pretty. Put this right here. We're going to go into the shade called Don't Ghost Me right here. That's super cute. That's really pretty. Okay, so then we're going to have to work on the blending because we got to make this somehow match together. Right now, it currently does not, but we're gonna make this work. What I'm gonna do is I think I'm gonna take a little bit of the shade called Hocus Pocus, like this blue purple, and kind of put that right next to that green. I feel like that's gonna be really pretty on top of this purple base. Just kind of like lightly, oh my god, yes. Lightly putting that in. That's like a duochrome between purple and blue. Oh my goodness, that is pretty. I'm actually gonna line my upper waterline with that shade Dark Souls again. We're gonna throw on some lashes. I'm gonna come back with my face pretty much on so we can finish off the lower lashes we can finish off the lower lid together, do my lips, and I'll be right back. My camera keeps blurring on me. Hello. So to finish off this eye, we're gonna go into the black shade, probably the little purple shade, blend it out with like orange and yellow to try to make this as like a Halloween-esque vibe. My eye is watering so bad. It's causing it to freaking get like patchy. Oh no. So it's not really wanting to blend really well underneath my eye because my eye is watering like crazy. I'm having a hard time getting it to not water. So I'm just going to quickly throw in some mascara. We're going to throw on some yellow liner. And then I'll do an inner corner and brow bone before we finish off this eye. But oh, my eye is watering. Try to make that yellow, I put on a white base, but because my eye is watering, it's kind of mixing with that black shade. So it's gonna be more on the white side, and we're just gonna go for it. So to finish off the inner corner, I'm actually gonna go into this little loose highlighter palette, this little loose highlighter right here from Jaclyn Cosmetics. I still wonder if this brand is still gonna be around. We haven't like really heard anything from Jaclyn Cosmetics. I did see her live on Instagram the other day, and she did say that her niece Talia is running the Jaclyn Cosmetics Instagram, but she hasn't said whether or not like this brand is going to continue. I hope the brand continues. Otherwise, I'm going to have to like stock up on the shade Bourbon for my lip liner, because you guys know that's my favorite. Although so many of you guys told me I should just create one with Ofra, which would be really, really cool. We're going to do some green under here instead. So I'm going to take a little bit of Shapeshifter, and then we're going to blend it out with some of these shades right here. So for lips, I'm actually going to take the Revlon lip liner right here, because I was going to do black lip, but I think neutral will be better for this one. And then for the gloss, I'm actually going to try this brand new YSL candy stick, because I just got this with my Sephora VIP haul. Let's try this. You know what's really crazy about this? Have you guys ever had like a amoxicillin as a kid, and it's that bubblegum flavor? This tastes just like that amoxicillin bubblegum flavor. I can't not taste this. So with that said, guys, this is the final look. What do you guys think? Do you guys like it? Do you guys not? Let me know. But we're gonna go ahead and jump into the Droplet of Magic palette. Okay, guys, so we're gonna go into the Droplet of Magic palette right here, and we're gonna start off with the first side, which is gonna be like this really cool tone green, I would say like graveyard style palette. Like that's how I'm classifying it. Like graveyard, maybe like mad scientist, ghoulish, ghostly. Like that's the type of vibe I'm getting with this palette. So we're gonna do a halo eye look. I have not done a halo eye look in a long time. But we're gonna start with the shade called Fright right here. Right there. Now I absolutely love the p.louise formula. It is so freaking good. So I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna start to just stamp this right here, and we're gonna try to go for like a green ghoulish vibe. I'm not entirely sure, but we're just gonna pack this color right here. Trust the process, trust the process. So now we're gonna go into the shade. Now we're going to go into the shade called Coven right here. Beautiful, like icy green moment. Oh my god, it's so pretty. We're gonna try to place this right here. I am actually going to be live streaming tonight. If you guys don't know, I actually am going to be live streaming. I'm gonna be live streaming with my friend James tonight on YouTube. We're gonna be playing some Fortnitemares and some Fortnite and some horror games that are inside Fortnite. I love a good horror game. There's this one that's like called like Don't Scream. Like you can't scream, because if you scream the game will start itself over, which I find that to be such a fascinating game. I really want to play that game. I don't know if I want to do that one by myself though, because it seems like it's going to be like a little scary. I'm going to go into the shade called Dead End right here. Seems like it's going to be a little scary, so I'm not entirely sure I want to play that one by myself, especially because like I do have like upstairs neighbors, and I don't want to like scream, because Lord knows I'll disturb them if I do. I already did it one time before, and I felt like such a dick when I played Phasmophobia before and I screamed, but this is when I had my VR headset, so I literally could not hear myself, and I felt like such a dick for screaming, and I'm like, I'm so sorry. Just there was a jump scare that really scared the crap out of me, and I realized that like I can't help but scream at video games. So I feel like I would really want to play that game, but I just don't know if I would have to start over, because I would scream. Then I'm gonna take the shade called Spell on You, like this deep green black shade, and we're gonna put that with our waterline today. So for this eye, we're gonna go into the back, and we have those purples and reds. I think I'm gonna play with the purples today. I'm not the biggest fan of reds, but I think I'm gonna play with these purples. So I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna do halo eyes. So actually I'm gonna start off with this shade called Hot as Hell. That's a nice play on words, actually. And we're going to put that in our inner outer corner, because we're going to do the same exact look on this side. That is such a funny freaking name. Such a cute freaking palette. It just really sucks that, like, unfortunately, I had to get two of them because, well, I mean, I originally did want both of them, but when, you know, p.louise stated they were going to have the Hocus Pocus palette in the budget box, like, I was like, this is a great deal. And then when this one came in, I was like, no! I wanted the Hocus Pocus one, just because I don't really use a lot of purples and reds. Although a lot of you guys tell me to branch out of my comfort zone and try it out, and I get that, I do. But I can't help it. I know what I like. And there's just something about purples and reds. I do like purples more than reds, but reds, I just feel like it makes me look, I don't know, sickly, or it just doesn't look good on me. And maybe because I suck at the reds. I don't know. I've just never been a big fan of how red eyeshadow looks on me. I'm going to go into the shade called Hex right here. Right there. This is such a hard palette. This palette's so thick. I'm going to start to blend that on top right here. There, huh? No, it's definitely a mess up. Yep. I did not think that this was going to be the color that it was, but you know what? We're going to have to just make it work. So I'm going to go into the shade called Stir the Pot right here. We're going to put that right next to the purple. I legit did not think that that was going to be the color that it was. We're going to mix this in. This is like a duochrome between purple and pink. It's actually a really, really, really pretty color. And then I'm going to take the shade called Just a Dash. Like gorgeous purple shade. And we're going to put this right in the center. Let me just go ahead and clean these up, throw some lashes on. We're going to come back to do the under eye, and that's going to complete our look using the Droplet of Magic palette. Okay, so to finish off the eyes and the face, we're gonna go back in this palette again, and now we're gonna take the shade called Spell on You again, but we're gonna blend it out with Webs of Lie and probably the shade Phantom. So these three shades right here, we're going to blend out underneath our waterline right here. A little stain. She's a little stained. Then I'm going to take the shade called Witch's Brew, this white icy shade, and we're actually going to put that in the inner corner and brow bone. Finish off the side, we're going to go in the Glam Light X Scooby-Doo highlighters. Okay, so then for this eye right here, we're going to go into the shade called Drop in Me. It's like this black matte with like some red sparkles. I just feel like this is going to be really pretty to go along the waterline, just like right here, because black and purple always look really pretty together. I'm going to take the shade called Voodoo right here to blend that out. I feel like Voodoo would be really pretty with this black. Just lightly blend that out. I think we're going to go into the shade called Cursed to do the inner corner and brow bone highlight for this eye. We're going to go back into that Scooby-Doo palette one more time because we're going to use the top portion highlighter right here. Ooh. Okay, so then I'm going to line my lips with the Snitchery X ColourPop Black Lip Liner. And I'm going to fill it in with the Lunar Beauty Wicked Lip Gloss, because this would be so freaking pretty with this. And there it is, guys. Here is my 4 looks using my 2 different Halloween P.louise palettes. Alright guys, and this is the final look. So what do we think? Do we like it? Do we not? I'm not gonna lie, it's actually not my favorite. I don't know why. I'm just not really living for this as much as I thought I was going to. I probably feel like this one's a little bit prettier just because it's more like, I feel like Halloween-esque. This one's just like a normal like fall look that I do. So we're gonna quickly go over these palettes. Like I said, these do retail for $45 a piece. I have to say, I do think the Hocus Pocus one is still my personal favorite. Even though it's not my favorite eye looks I created, I still think these are beautiful palettes. I mean, these are absolutely gorgeous. You have everything you need for a beautiful like Halloween palette, but then you flip it over to the back and you're gonna have that perfect fall palette right here. Very, very, very gorgeous. I really, really do love this palette. I just think I didn't do the best job executing it. I just don't think I did. But surprisingly enough, I actually really ended up falling in love with the Droplet of Magic palette. I didn't think I was going to, but the 2 looks I created this palette, I actually really, really love. So first off, I love this cool tone, like graveyard-esque vibes. It's so beautiful. You can wear this one probably every single day, not just for the Halloween season. But even in the back, even though I don't do a lot of purples and reds, this is really, really gorgeous. And I feel like it's really cool is that you don't need to have both palettes to really enjoy how gorgeous they are. But if you did have both palettes, they go so well together. I mean, they literally complement each other so well. And I'm really surprised I ended up really liking this because I really thought I wasn't going to. I thought I was only gonna like this, but both are absolutely beautiful and both complement each other beautifully. So like I said, these are actually currently on sale. You guys can get both palettes for $81, or if you guys want to buy them separately, they do retail for $45 a piece. And I just feel like they just add the extra touch for the Halloween season. I love them both. I think they really hit the nail on the coffin for Halloween, and like I said, combining them 2 together is just everything. And these two are definitely ranked pretty high next year on my Halloween palette ranking. If you guys haven't seen, I'll link that down below. But these are really beautiful. And it's been a long time since I've done like a 4 eye look. I think the last time was my collab, and before that, I couldn't tell you. My eyes are a little frustrated, but overall, I had so much fun playing with these. So with that said, guys, that wraps up my Vlogoween series. I really hope I can see you guys tonight on my Halloween live stream. Come over, come pop in, come say hi, and again, thank you guys for all the love and support you guys show me this entire Vlogoween series. It has been so fun. I love doing this series so much, and this is just a perfect way to wrap up the Halloween season. So with that said, guys, happy Halloween. I hope you guys have a safe and beautiful Halloween. Go eat all the candy, be safe, check your candy, you never know, and just have the best time. But that is it for today's video, guys. If you guys enjoyed today's video, please make sure you guys give this video a cheeky thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you guys have not already. I do post 4 to 5 videos almost every single week since Vlogoween is over. Make sure you guys head over to my other channels, Art for Life. You guys get to see my cool, wonderful adventures, my amazing husband, Corey. And as always, the biggest thank you goes to these beautiful, wonderful page members you guys see right here. Thank you guys seriously so much for everything. And to my subscribers and viewers, thank you guys so much for being here. Whether you guys like this video, you guys thumbs down this video, you guys subscribed, you guys did not subscribe, either way, thank you guys so much for being here. I love and appreciate each and every single one of you. So with that said, guys, I love you, and I'll see you guys in my very next video.